welcome from Create and Fly. I was just looking at the last upload that I did on here, and it was June 2024, so over 6 months ago since I last shared a video. So I'm hoping that will change. I've still been collecting over those past 6-7 months, so I've got plenty of models that I want to share with you and do reviews on. Obviously I'm still dabbling in layouts. This one here is 1-400, kind of more of a hangar kind of area, a couple of hangars there. Still working on that, although I'm kind of tempted to I don't know, it's kind of, do I stick to that or do I do something a bit more detailed with 1-200? Because obviously I've got a lot of GSC and really cool vehicles and stuff that I'd like to kind of bring to life in a 1-200 scale layout. It just takes up so much room. I mean, I can use this kind of area, but really not going to get much in there. So it's one of those situations where, what do I do? But I'm sure I'll get to it. So yeah, I've still been collecting over the past 6 months. Plenty to get through and review on here. Something else I wanted to just quickly touch on was the massive influx of 3D printed stuff. I mean, it's taken this hobby to a whole new level, and it's so exciting to see what people are making. I mean, I got this off eBay. I mean, look at the detail on that. It's absolutely brilliant. It's just taken things to a whole new level, isn't it? I mean, look at the detail on the railings there. It's just so good to see. I mean, it's really given the hobby a boost, really. I mean, there's so many people on eBay selling stuff, and various other people doing stuff on Instagram and setting up websites and stuff, and it's just so cool. It's kind of given the hobby a bit of a kick up the arse, even though prices are going up on models. People are finding a way to bring their airports to life with 3D stuff. I've actually got it's taken me, I can't believe it's taken me this long, but I come from a design background, and you know, I love building layouts and stuff, and it's taken me this long to actually buy one. So I've got one on order, and I cannot wait to get started on it. I bought a bit of a cheaper version just to kind of get used to how 3D printing works. Obviously I'll probably start with, I don't know, cones and blast fences and maybe some small GSC and stuff, just to kind of get used to how these things, and then obviously I'll realise that the possibilities are endless, and then I'll probably end up spending money again on getting a better 3D printer, because I'd love to make buildings. I really would. I mean, how satisfying is it to print something like that and then seeing the finished product? It's absolutely incredible, isn't it? So yeah, just thought I'd touch on that. Well done to everyone that's doing it. It's such a cool thing, and it really is a good thing for a hobby. So hopefully my thumbnail picture wasn't too much of a clickbait. Obviously I'd like to do one review per video, and I was never going to do all that in one video. That would just be ridiculous. That would be a very long video. So I'm going to work my way through them. Obviously today I'm going to talk about the AEROPOLARIS WestJet 737-800, which I shall get onto shortly. So yeah, keep tuned to the channel, and there'll be lots and lots of 1-400 and a few 1-200 scale model reviews as well. I was supposed to be going to the Amsterdam Aviation Fair end of this month. It's February the 12th, 2025 today, and the show, I think it's 27th of February in Amsterdam. But certain things didn't align, and I had to cancel that trip, unfortunately, which is a real shame. I'm supposed to be going with VJ from my friend VJ from Wings 400. And I was really excited to catch up with Patrick and the team there. So it's really sad that I can't go to that. If you get a chance to go to Amsterdam Aviation Fair, you have to do it. It's probably one of the best to go to in the world. It's absolutely huge, and a mixture of aircraft models and aviation related collectibles and memorabilia. But I am going to the Seattle Expo April the 6th at the Museum of Flight. I'm really excited about that. That will be the first show that I've ever been to in North America. So I've booked my flights to Vancouver. I'm going to rent a car, and then I'm going to drive down to Seattle for the day. Obviously I'm going to see the museum first. They have one of the first 747s there. One of the first off the production line Dreamliners, and also Concorde as well. And alongside that, obviously, you've got the model fair as well. So can't wait to go to that and get to meet people that I've been speaking to on Facebook for years and years, but I've never actually met them. So that's going to be really exciting. So this is the WestJet Boeing 737-800 by AEROPOLARIS. Pretty new kid on the block, and this is a model which I didn't hesitate in getting. Obviously, I live in Canada, even though I sound like I'm from Birmingham, England. An accent which I'll probably never get rid of, but there you go. And I see this come into my airport, local airport, quite a lot. So it was a must-have for me. It comes with this postcard, which is pretty nice, and it is limited edition. So you can see I've got number 122. I can't remember whether it was 150, 200 or 250 production run on this, but it's pretty low numbers. I mean, take that with a pinch of salt. Who knows whether they're making more. If they start to surface and appear over the next few years, then you know they've probably made more. But anyway, regardless of that, I've got number 122, and I wish more manufacturers would do individual numbers on models. It just makes it more collectible in my eyes. Also, you've got the base plate here, which is a nice little representation of a parking bay, and that's just on a piece of card, which is a nice little touch. The box itself has got like a little Velcro tabs on it, so that kind of secures nicely. And obviously we've got the model itself in the cradle. So here she is in her full glory. I see this particular aircraft quite a lot. C-Gaws, it seems to come into my local airport a lot. I know WestJet is predominantly based out of Calgary and generally does a lot of the west of Canada, but obviously it does fly across to the east, down to America, to the sunnier climates in Mexico. But yeah, this is quite a common sight where I live, so it was a bit of a no-brainer not to get it. I'm surprised NG didn't release this prior to AEROPOLARIS, purely based on the fact that they did release a 737 with scimitars, but it was WestJet cargo, and I'm really surprised they just didn't do a passenger version of this as well. NG did actually release this same reg, C-Gaws, in the previous livery, so I now have two WestJet 737s with scimitars with the same reg, one in the old livery, one in the new livery. Very bizarre, but there you go. So yeah, the detail on this is fantastic. You've got the radar on top and the antennas, really nice detail. The landing gear feels very NG to me. I know that Richard from yesterday's airlines, I know he'd be able to confirm exactly what mould this is, but those landing gear do feel very NG to me, but I've got a feeling it isn't an NG mould, but feel free to comment if you know. I mean, I should probably have researched this more before I came on here, but it is an absolutely beautiful model. Absolutely stunning. I do love this WestJet livery. It's really sharp on the 737s, and obviously I've got the Panda 737-700 in this livery as well, and it's absolutely beautiful. I really like it. So yeah, definitely want to get if you are a collector of Canadian models or just general North American models in general. So there's only one WestJet release that I never actually got around to getting, and that was the Saab. I believe that was released in the older livery and also in this later livery as well. And purely the fact I never got it is because I've never actually seen it in real life. Even though I've been in Canada for 3 years, I've never seen it. So I haven't really got a close connection. I know that sounds weird, but I kind of feel like I have to see the aircraft in real life to really kind of feel passionate about buying it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this review, and there's going to be more coming. Obviously, I've got to get through a lot of models yet, so I shall see you soon.